An elderly traveler and his worn-out donkey trudged across a blistering desert, each step feeling heavier than the last. After days with no sight of life, he finally spotted a tiny village shimmering in the heat. The locals welcomed him warmly, fed him, gave him water, and even cared for his donkey. During dinner, they handed him a cup of camel milk. Curious, the old man asked why they drank something so famously unpleasant. The villagers explained that a curse had left them in endless drought. Every remaining drop of water was saved for their crops, so camel milk was all they had left to drink. The old man nodded thoughtfully and said, "I am one of the wise. I can bring rain to your land. But first you must bring me a wide bucket full of water, for I need some to bring more." At dawn, the villagers gathered every bit of water they had in desperation and carried the bucket to him. The old man took it inside his host's home, removed his dusty clothes, and began washing them right in the bucket. A nearby child peeked through the window, gasped, and sprinted to warn the others. By the time everyone rushed over, the old man was calmly hanging his wet clothes to dry. The chief barked, "Shame on you, old man, wasting our water while our children are thirsty." The crowd echoed his anger, until the sky suddenly dimmed. Clouds rolled in, thunder cracked, and heavy rain poured down without pause for 5 straight days. When it finally stopped, every cistern and pot in the village was overflowing. The old man became an honored guest, and the chief apologized again and again for doubting him. Just as the old man prepared to leave, the curious child mustered the courage to ask how he had summoned the rain. "It's simple," the old man said with a grin. "This always happens when I hang my clothes to dry." A man who was obsessed with keeping fit spent his days lifting weights and running miles. One morning he checked himself out in the mirror, pleased to see he was evenly tanned everywhere except one very particular spot. Determined to fix it, he headed to the beach, stripped completely and buried himself in the warm sand, leaving only that one uncovered part sticking straight out. 2 elderly women wandered down the shoreline. One stopped, stared at the protruding sight, and sighed. There really is no justice in the world. Her friend asked, "What makes you say that?" The first woman shook her head and said, "Just look at it. When I was 10, I was scared of it. When I was 20, I was curious about it. When I was 30, I enjoyed it. When I was 40, I asked for it. When I was 50, I paid for it. When I was 60, I prayed for it. When I was 70, I forgot it existed. And now that I'm 80, the damn things are growing wild."